In today's video, I'm going to be going over exactly what I've done this year to make millions of stubs in MLB The Show 23, and I've probably made somewhere around 5 million stubs, maybe even a little bit more, probably a little bit more, from everything that I'm going to talk about in this video here, and everything that I'm going to go over is all stuff that you guys can take and use for yourself to start earning lots of stubs. So if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate all of that. So as you can tell right now, I'm sitting at 2.1 million stubs, and I'm just trying to back up what I just said about the 5+ million stubs that I've made over the course of the year, because I know some of you might be doubting it or whatever, might not be thinking it's legit, but I've probably put in like 2 million stubs at the time into completing these live series collections. So that's where 2 million went, and then I have like the set 2 collection fully done, have, basically all of those cards. The core collection, I have 180. I just haven't collected them, right? So I have that done, and then I have pretty much all of the set 1 and then set 3 cards as well. So lots of stubs are in these set collections as well, on top of, all the live series cards, the stubs I have now, and then just in other various items as well, on top of all of that. So, I've made probably 5 to 6, 7 maybe tops million stubs just off of everything we're going to go over in this video. So I can't wait to show you guys all the ways that I have just made stubs this year, because I think a lot of this will be helpful. There's obviously countless ways to be making stubs, but if we're thinking about the ways in which I'm pretty much making all of my stubs, we need to be focusing on one thing, and that's the market. So when I say market, a lot of you might be thinking I'm making a lot from investing in like live series players, but I actually haven't invested at all in live series players this year. So instead, I want to go over the 3 to 4 things that I have done to make stubs off the market, and I'm hoping that there's at least 1 or 2 things that you guys can take out, and try to make stubs off of. So the first thing that I want to go over, and I actually talked about this in one of my last videos, which was about the flash sale. And each flash sale, I always make lots of stubs, for the following weeks after the flash sale. By basically what I do is buy the cards that are in the flash sale, right? So this past flash sale, we just had one, and there were some captain cards, right? So these set 2 captain cards right here is a good example of one. Raleigh Fingers was one of them. And at the time, that day the flash sale came out, you could buy him, you could put in a buy order and get him for under 20K. As you see, his price just fall off a cliff. That was from the flash sale. So that's where I bought him. I bought him at his very bottom and bought him for under 20K when I put in the buy order. Now you can put in a sell order for 27K. So that's a pretty good profit. But also, if you just think about it, these prices are just going to keep slowly going up over time, because there's just not really going to be ways to obtain these cards. So the value on them is just going to keep going up slowly over time. So instead of like selling them for 27,000, if you wait another week or two, you might be able to sell him for 37,000. Randy Johnson right here, boom. Bought him for under 20K, and I could sell him for 35K if I really wanted to. That's a pretty good profit right there. So another good example right there. And yeah, that's pretty much the strategy. It's just buying during these flash sales, the day of the flash sale, when everyone's selling off these cards. I go in, buy these cards. I could even invest. I invested in a couple of them, and just sell them a week or 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. Just be patient, sell them off later, and you're just making a lot of stubs that way. It's a really, really good strategy. And what's nice about that flash sale stub making method is it's so easy. Literally, all you need to do is get on the day of the flash sale, pick up these cards. Literally, you just have to push a couple buttons. You buy the cards, and you just hold on to them, and then just every couple days after the flash sale, just check in on the price and see if you want to sell. I would just be patient as possible. The second stub method that I want to go over, and this one has literally made me millions of stubs. It's been the best stub method for me all year long, and that is quick flipping cards that are on the market. So it takes a little while to learn how to flip cards, but it's absolutely worth learning. And the process of flipping is actually pretty simple though. Like, put in a buy order for just above whatever the sell price is, right? And then when someone sells the card, you'll get the card. And then when you want to sell the card, put in a sell order, undercut whatever the buy price is, and then someone will buy that card, and the flip will go through, and you'll be making lots of stubs, because as you can see, the buy order is significantly lower than what you're selling it for. So yeah, super good stub method. I'm going to show you guys here a couple completed orders just on a couple examples of ones I flipped recently. So this 99 overall Prince Fielder right here, I bought him, as you guys can see, for like 17,300. Sold him for 22,800. Pretty good profit right there, right? So, and then like this Lars Nootbaar, bought him for 28,800. Sold him for 36,700. Really good profit there as well. So you guys can kind of see, every few minutes you'll be getting completed orders, and you'll be making just somewhere around this many stubs each time. So super, super good method right here. I mean, it's just, I don't know. This is easily the best method in my opinion, and definitely, like I said, worth learning and worth just getting good at it. It takes a little bit of time to get good at it, but when you do, it just pays off. And if you guys want some more in-depth flipping videos, I do have a couple of those on the channel that you guys can go check out. I'm not going to go into like too much depth here in this video, but that's pretty much it. And, lately I've had a lot of success flipping 99 overalls. I showed you guys a couple that I've been flipping, in those completed orders. Bryce Harper, look at this one. Lots of room for profit on this one. You're buying for like 21,500-ish, and you're selling for 29,300-ish. Pretty good stuff right there, right? So lots of stub potential there, and you guys can kind of get the deal. So yeah, really good ones here. That Prince Fielder right there is one that I flipped a lot. It doesn't look like a great flip right now actually, but just in general, it's been a really good flip for me. And then like this Emmanuel Clase as well. The one thing I will say though about flipping is don't try to flip set one cards. And I say that because not many people are going to be buying them because they're just, they're unusable in like ranked and such. Flip the cards that are like the most people are using the most. Like right now, set 2 and 3 cards. Flip those, and once set 2 cards are unusable, just set 3 and 4 cards you want to be flipping. Right? You kind of get the deal there. Now there's a few different programs that I want to touch on for this third way I've been making stubs, and this one gets overlooked actually, I feel like, but it's super effortless, kind of like the first one I went over, and this is progressing through the XP reward path quickly early on in the season. So basically then you can sell off the cards you get immediately, because as the season goes on, the prices on these XP cards are just going to completely tank in value, and for the most part will fall down to quick sell value, right? So you want to jump on this as early as possible. So basically what you want to do is you make sure you're selling right away, and then getting tons of XP, selling right away, and then basically once those cards hit quick sell value, you can go back and you can buy those cards if you choose to do that. Or you can just take the stubs, right? You don't need those to buy those cards back if you don't want to. But this is just a really guaranteed way, super good way. And then the other program I want to touch on is BR. And this one, pretty much same thing, right? So what you want to do is right when the BR program drops, you really got to do it in that first day or two that it drops. Try to grind these out and sell these core cards. It's really just the core cards that you can sell. So yeah, sell the grind your ass off basically, and then get these core cards, sell them within that first 24 to 48 hours. And then basically what you want to do is like that last week of the BR program, you can go back and buy the players, because if you wait too long, you wait like a few weeks after the BR program, those cards are actually going to go way back up in value. So you don't want to wait too long. But then lastly, the other last program I want to touch on is the new events, right? So new events here. These sellable cards, you could just grind for and sell right away. Like this one, you get at 5 wins for 30K. That's a super good, really good value in my opinion. And then like this Eddie Matthews, if you're good enough to get 20 wins within that first day or two, like absolutely go for it. Definitely worth it. But otherwise maybe not. But definitely like, yeah, some of these sellable cards in the event are just so worth it, because eventually they will, tank like that Eddie Matthews in value. But otherwise, like just really good 30K stubs for 5 wins, right? Super short games for event wins, so super easy way. Just quick little stubs here, super easy. And like I said, you just get a lot from this. We get events like every 3 weeks or something, so you're constantly getting new event cards. So pretty good way to be earning right there. The other last thing I really want to touch on though is just something like just a little reminder: always be cleaning out your inventory, because I think we all open up a lot of packs, right? And we all just get a lot of cards. So you're always going to forget about some players or some other card items that are just chilling in your inventory, not doing anything. And yeah, go through, literally just sell all these like this Matt Olson I have. You know, I forgot to sell them, but that's a good 5.5K stubs right there. Go through all of these icons, all of these jerseys, all of these equipment, everything like this. Go through sponsorships, all of this. And if you don't need items, just sell them, right? Like, they don't need to be duplicates. Just if you don't need the items, you don't care about them, sell them. The other thing that gets overlooked too are these just collections right here. Look at this chest protector one. You need to collect all of these, and you get a diamond equipment pack, which could be like 25, 30K stubs. And these ones are going for like, you could put in buy orders for like 120, 130, 140 stubs and get all these. And you get possibly like 25K stubs, right? Lots of these are overlooked. Definitely do these if you haven't. You know, if they're super expensive to complete, don't do them. Just be patient with it. But some of these that, you know, you're a few away from, or like the chest protector one, that's probably worth buying just for the diamond equipment. Go ahead and do that. That's lots of stubs just chilling in there, and lots of stubs just in your inventory in general. Definitely sell those. Keep up with that. So as you guys can kind of tell, like the main way I make stubs is basically just having like a pretty basic understanding of what the market is going to do, how different programs and things affect the market, and then just taking advantage of it, staying on top of all of that kind of stuff. Also, the quick flipping of cards, highly suggest. You guys need to get on that, need to learn that. It's just, it's going to completely change just everything for you in Diamond Dynasty, because you're going to be making absolute bank from that. And if you guys have any questions about anything that I went over, I'm happy to help out. Just drop those down in the comments below. But that's pretty much it. That's how I've made millions and millions of stubs this year in MLB The Show. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I appreciate everyone for sticking around to the very end of this one. I'll see you guys next time, though. Peace.